A magistrate court in Wuse has adjourned the criminal case arising from the leadership dispute within the Social Democratic Party to July 28, 2026, following the inability of the prosecution to obtain key banking documents required for the continuation of hearing. Chairman of the party, Professor Sadiq Gombe, after proceedings told newsmen that the adjournment became necessary because the crucial bank statement intended to be tendered as evidence was yet to be produced by the financial institution involved. Here's a report.
Speaking on the political implications of the case, Professor Gombe dismissed claims of factionalization within the SDP, insisting that the dispute involves only a few members subjected to disciplinary measures. He maintained that the party acted in accordance with its constitution, the Electoral Act, and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in sanctioning the affected members. According to him, the disciplinary actions were ratified by the appropriate organs of the party and duly communicated to the Independent National Electoral Commission.
Unfortunately, he wrote the bank to ask them not to avail us with the bank statements. So I'll be writing the bank when we have 4 signatories: the national chairman, the national secretary, the national treasurer, the national financial secretary, whereby the chairman is the signatory A. But when we expel the chairman, the other 3 signatories wrote to the bank and asked the bank to give us a statement in a 4 signatory of the bank, and with the resolution of the NWC that sent a resolution to you to approve the opening of the account, and they all sign and the signatory sign. We asked the bank to do that, but he has been using all his influence to derail that. That is what we are saying, and this is what has happened, that we have to now resort to a souvenir from the bank, from the court, so that the bank must be souvenir to bring the statement. This is where we are.
The chairman said the party's National Working Committee and National Executive Committee followed due process before approving the suspension and eventual expulsion of the affected members. He argued that the sanctioned individuals neither exhausted the party's internal appeal mechanisms nor challenged their expulsion before a competent court within the stipulated period.
By God's grace, our Ekiti governorship candidate is being INEC directed. The chairman of INEC graciously, when he was in Ekiti, directed that our candidate must be offloaded. SDP is going to be on the ballot, and by that implication and by the Supreme Court judgment and by the certified true copy of the NEC report of SDP, which is the highest implementing organ of the party, behaves that the SDP is one under our leadership, with the NWC that are 12 members of the NWC that are intact, outside the 3 members, 2 that were expelled and 1 that was, that wrote his resignation and was accepted by the NWC.
Addressing allegations surrounding the occupation of the party's national secretariat, he claimed that rival elements, aided by security operatives, forcefully gained access to the premises in March, while key party officials were away preparing for the party's convention.
Held our candidate, so there is no issue regarding the issue of candidacy. So the issue of fraction or no fraction does not exist, because that candidate has no appeal. The implication there implies that the Sadiq Gombe is the chairman of the party. There is no argument. It's just issue of 2 members of the party who has been disciplined compared to the other 15. So we shouldn't be discussing about faction. And in terms of candidate or no candidate, Supreme Court has taken care of it. So it's the highest organ in the judicial system. You can't argue about it. And I think INEC has also taken note.
He alleged that the action was intended to disrupt preparations for the convention, which later proceeded as scheduled and produced the party's presidential candidate.